Welcome back to the Roundup Report for November. I'm Rob Brooker, Head of Australian Economics for NAB. Well, the Reserve Bank decided to raise interest rates in November, bringing the cash rate to 4.75%. While the exact timing of a rate rise has been hard to predict, it's been fairly certain that interest rates are moving into a rising phase. The Reserve Bank warned that the economy is about to receive a big boost from higher export prices. We've seen this coming for some months in the mining sector. With the unemployment rate already fairly low, there is a risk of higher inflation. High inflation tends to distort economic decisions, tax rates and accounting systems. It's also often associated with large fluctuations in the economy. We saw many of these effects in the 1980s, when inflation was often at double-digit rates. Since the early 90s, the Reserve Bank has agreed with the government to keep underlying annual inflation between 2 and 3% on average. Recent economic data on prices and cost pressures has been reasonably restrained. House prices have been moving sideways, and the NAB business survey has shown that retail margins remain under pressure. Recent underlying inflation was a touch under 2.5%, so the Reserve Bank clearly believes that, without a rate rise, inflation will be higher in the future. The move is likely to be the first of several, and we expect at least another 50 basis points over the next few quarters. The exact timing will depend on how the economic data pans out. Higher interest rates and a strong export performance help explain the recent strength of the Australian dollar, although the US dollar has been weakening as well. We're also likely to see continuing cheap imports and less expensive overseas trips for Australians, but a high dollar will keep local tourism under the pump. Once again, in a rising rate environment, some homeowners may consider fixing part or all of their home loan. Before making a decision like this, it's worth understanding the pros and cons of fixing. Now might be a good time to talk with your banker or financial advisor. Join us next month to see what the Reserve Bank will decide in their last meeting of 2010. This is Rob Brooker with a Roundup Report for November.